king, I am not a god, I am Hunkpain!
Welcome to our channel, Tano! In today's video, we're diving into the powerful Incarnon Hate build featuring the new Augment Burning Hate. This build is designed to help you effortlessly melt through level 9999 in Warframe. Join us as we explore the optimal setup, strategies, and gameplay tips to maximize your damage output and dominate the battlefield without the need of any Riven or boosters. Let me show you what this weapon is capable of.
The weak fear the shadows.
Fear controls them.
Let's give the people what they came for!
Oh shit, here we go again.
You know how much I sacrificed? This is where we hold them!
Now that's a lot of damage! What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Light offers no sanctuary.
And welcome back, Tano. I hope you enjoyed the speedrun. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. That's how you support the channel. Let's go for the hate modding. Reaping Spiral in the stance, Dreamer's Wrath to enable Tennokai, increase opportunity chance by 50%, and critical damage by 32% for Tennokai attacks. Now, what is Tennokai? Tennokai is a white sword will pop in your screen. When you perform a heavy attack using the button on your mouse wheel, you will hit enemies free of combo multipliers. For example, if you have 12 combos and you perform a heavy attack with the Tennokai, you will keep your 12 combo and you will get the power from that 12 combo hit. Simple as that. Voltaic Strike for electricity and statue chance, Blood Rush for critical chance, stacks with combo multiplier, Sacrificial Steel for critical chance and 2 times for heavy attacks, Dreamer's Wrath. Burning Hate is the new augment that comes with the Nora's Vol 7. Now, this one, when you hit enemies that inflicted with heat statues, you can bring the heat statue from any weapon, and we're gonna get to that in a second. They become vulnerable to 120% more statue damage. That means this mod is multiplicative. And the damage you talk about is slash, heat, electricity, toxin, blast, and gas. Now, this weapon already modded for electricity. Check. Slash, check. We're good to go about that. Now, remember that we're modding for electricity, so melee influence is the arcane we're going to be using. So, to deliver that electricity statue to all enemies within 20 meters using the melee influence. And not only that, because they're going to be inflicted with heat, they will become more vulnerable to 120% more statue damage multiplicative with that electricity that we will deliver. So it's gonna get crazy. Condition Overload, melee damage per statue type affecting the target. Melee Elementalist is another multiplicative mod affecting the same statues. Now, 90% statue damage, 60% heavy attack wind up speed for the heavy attacks from Dreamer's Wrath, okay? And now, this statue damage dealt by slash, heat, electricity, toxin, blast, and gas. Now we have the slash, we have the electricity, okay? And we're going to deliver them with melee influence. So, boom, boom, multiplicative, boom, multiplicative. It's gonna get crazy. Now, Pyramid Smite Hurricane, another multiplicative against the faction that you're going to fight. Now, depends, Grineer, Corpus, whatever you're fighting. Hurricane is the corrupted, so don't get confused. Organ Shatter for critical damage. If you want, you can use the Amalgam Organ Shatter, no problem. Just fix the forma here and fix here and there. You're gonna be fine for the heavy attack wind up speed. But I think we're good with the 60%. Hope that clears it. And now for the Incarnon Evolution builds. Evolution 1, reach 6 combo and then heavy attack to activate the Incarnon form. Really simple, using the button in the mouse wheel. Forward and neutral combos embed explosive blades, proccing the heat. Now, 100% melee damage and 20% sprint speed and 20% parkour velocity. Now, remember that heat will combine with your element that becomes radiation sometimes here and there. So if you see radiation, that's the reason. Now, Evolution 2, increase base damage by 30 with melee weapon equipped 100% counter chance. If you're going to be using a heavy attack build for this one, you're going to go with the Stalker Legacy, but you need to equip Dread and Despair. So you become a full Stalker. Evolution 3, we're going to use the range. The heavy attack wind up speed is nice and the combo duration is nice, but that's for different style and different builds. Now, combo duration is cool if you're not going to be using Naramon, but in our case, we'll be using Naramon, so I'll stick to range, which is superior. Now, Evolution 4, critical chance 10%, not bad. Statue chance 20%, not bad. If you're going to be using a build with Weeping Wounds, for example, but no. We're going to be using the 6 critical chance and 10 statue chance balanced here, and we're going to be very powerful and good to go. And before I show you Revenant build, I want you to know that I use the Revenant so I don't boost the weapon anyway since he's a tank. So no Zata Whisper, no Eclipse, no Roar, no Wrathful Advance, no Vex Fury, nothing. Okay, no using Siren. That is a decision you make because I don't know what's your favorite helmet ability to boost damage and what's your favorite Warframe to boost damage. So I stick to common ground, neutral, so you decide how you want to boost it. Seal Charge to increase the melee damage, Arcane Fury, Arcane Strike for damage and attack speed. We're going to be using Tempest Barrage. Tempest Barrage is a Hydroid helmet ability. Now, it will rain corrosive for 80% armor stripping the enemy. We'll get to that in a second. We're using Viral Tempest. You will proc Viral on them as well. So, you get the point here. So, same ability. We will proc Viral, Corrosive, armor strip by 80%. And then you're good to go. You can apply this on any Warframe you want and you're good. Vigorous Swap. To swap between weapons, you get 165 damage. Now, comes to the Archon Shards. We're going to be using 2 Emerald Archon Shards since we're using the Tempest Barrage. Now you make sense of all things how it goes. To reach 14 stacks of Corrosive to armor strip 100% with Tempest Barrage. Now I know, Pablo said you don't need and you don't have to armor strip enemies now anymore, but wrong. Enemies comes with armor, and armor comes with damage reduction to health. Now, by reducing enemies' damage reduction to minimum, we will be able to do more damage to them. And now, include that to the viral that we're going to be proccing on them. 10 stacks of viral, 325% more damage to their HP. Combine all this, you create a very powerful stuff. Now, Violet Archon Shards, 3 of them. Make sure you have more than 500 energy for the damage boost to be doubled. Now, you can use the Tau Forged if you have them. That's going to be even better than what you saw. Now, how are we gonna proc heat hunt until this point? Okay, how we're gonna proc heat is we're gonna be using the Kuva Ogris. Now, we all know Kuva Ogris is a really powerful weapon and stuff like that. Now, Galvanized Chamber, Vital Sense, Orikeen, Serration, Thermite Round, we're good to go. Now, the trick here is we're gonna be using Night Watch Napalm. Rocket disperse Napalm, inflicting 30% damage over 6 seconds across 90% of the explosion area. Now that is really, really deadly. Now you can make this even better using the Primed Firestorm. And this will get insane, my friend. Now think about it. Hit from Kuva Ogris using the power from our lovely new Augment Burning Hate. And then we got Electricity with melee influence, double dipping with multiplicative faction mode, and melee influence transferring to all enemies within 20 meters. And then what we got the Tempest Barrage for corrosive armor stripping enemies 100%, and we got Viral for 325%, like lowering their increased damage to their HP, and they will not survive any of that. So now it's a time for me to showcase how everything works together. Now, before that, you need to know that we're going to be using Naramon. Why Naramon? Because Power Spike. Melee combo counters now decays while out of combo by 5 every few seconds instead of depleting completely. Now, of course, if you don't like to use Naramon, it's alright. Dexterity mods, Dexterity Arcanes will do the job. Now, the other thing that I want to talk to you about, if you don't like my method on armor stripping enemies and proccing viral with the Tempest Barrage, I will leave you this sheet right here so you can decide for yourself how you want to armor strip and how you want to proc viral, because I believe always when I'm building Warframe or weapons on DVS, D stands for damage, V stands for viral, S stands for strip. Now, if you want to deliver viral with melee influence to enemies, it's okay. I'll give you this build: Steel Charge, Arcane, Fury, Strike, Whip Swapping, and there you go. Nourish in here. Nourish will give you the energy multiplier and proc viral, and you can transfer the viral to all enemies with melee influence and electricity on your weapon. Good to go, good to go. But then you will need to figure how you're going to armor strip the enemies. Means you're going to be using something else. And so on. Now the companion we're going to be using is Nautilus. So we pull enemies with Cordon, that's a free vortex. Duplex Bond for the clones. Assault mode, so the companion attack. If I wanted to attack and then pull, I will switch them up. because the way you organize the mods in your Sentient, that's how he will perform. Vacuum to pull the loot, Manifold Bond for more cordon, Calculated Redirection for shield capacity, Contagious Bond so you inflict the statue on area. Now Tenacious Bond for the critical damage, Reinforced Bond for the fire rate, and the Primed Regen for recovery time, and so on. For the weapon, now this is a different game, since we're gonna be playing with the Contagious mod. Now, I will build it for viral and heat, so I have heat all the time, even if I don't have ammo in my Ogris. If you want to go for blast, there you go, you got the blast, so and so on. If you want to just go for viral, there you go. I give you many options here, so you guys decide which one you really want to go for. Depends on the style. Driven, all you have to do, get one with critical chance and you'll be good to go. Now let me show you how all this synergizes together in a simple way without making it so complicated for you. First thing you want to learn here is the heat from where it's coming. It's coming from our Ogris. Let me show you how it works. Boom. And now Napalm will keep proccing heat on them in area, so you don't have to keep using your bullets on the Ogris. We already know the Ogris bullet sucks. Now, the Tempest Barrage will proc on them viral and armor strip them with the corrosive, 14 stacks of corrosive, and actually your companion itself can actually kill them. Now, that's that. Now you understand. Easy. Now, our hate, on the other hand, will proc electricity, and because the heat from the incarnate form will combine with our electricity, and then it will become radiation, and then it will become electricity again, and it's going to create some sort of chaos, and that will enemy not like it. Boom. And that's, my friend, not a joke right there. Now, that's what I meant when you combine the things to synergize. Like, all the synergy here is really simple, guys. The synergy here is really simple, as it's about just one weapon proccing heat. And there you go. 1 second with 9 combo. I couldn't even feel the combo at all. Look at that. Getting them in. 1 napalm. They're like actually dead from my Sentient. You get the point here. Go. In. Pop, pop, pop. And disappear. That's how powerful and how broken you can make the Burning Hate. As I told you, the Burning Hate is not a broken mode, it's just functioning perfectly the way it is. It's just a multiplicative, making enemies more vulnerable to certain damage. And when we multiply it with melee elementalist, and then when we fix some things here and there, you're gonna create a big chaos. And that's what is broken. So yeah, enemies will go bye-bye, good night. And there you go, Tano. That's the Incarnon Hate with the new Augment Burning Hate. I hope you liked the video, or you find it helpful, or you learned a couple of things, or maybe you can inspire from it to create even more devastating build. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to everyone been supporting the channel all along. Join our Discord link in the description. Follow me on Twitch. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content. Big love, guys, and burn them all.